Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to Infinite Manifestations. Have you ever caught yourself staring at the clock at 11:11 a.m.? Or have you ever wondered why you keep running across folks who were born on the same day of the month? Or why does your lucky number appear in unexpected places? In today's video, we're gonna talk about karmic debt numbers 13, 14, 16, and 19. What are karmic debt numbers and what is the meaning of karmic debt number 13, karmic debt number 14? Karmic debt number 16 and karmic debt number 19. Numerology numbers are the foundation of a strong, spiritual system that dates back thousands of years. Life path numbers and destiny numbers, among other fundamental numerology concepts, may be simply calculated using that technique. To give dimension to my work, I employ numerological ideas. Calculating numerology is a fantastic addition to mystical study, whether I'm working with a client or creating forecasts. If you want to learn more about numerology, your own psychic abilities, and spiritual growth, please don't forget to subscribe. Numerology aids in the process of self-discovery. This allows you to get to know yourself better. Even if you don't agree with all it says about you, the consideration of oneself is essential. When you look deep and investigate your soul, motives, behaviors, and choices using the power of numbers, you gain a unique insight into who you are. Different numbers and calculations represent different aspects of your life. Karma is a Hindu and Buddhist belief system that dates back thousands of years. It has a strong connection to another ancient concept known as reincarnation or the circle of rebirth. According to these beliefs, an individual's soul reincarnates several times after the body dies, and the activities of one lifetime are known to have an impact on another. Karmic debt is related with crimes or incorrect actions committed in a previous lifetime that are carried over into a person's present incarnation. It talks of wasted opportunities to learn lessons that could have been learnt but never were. It empowers an individual to learn from their past failures and minimize repeating them in this lifetime. Karmic debt numbers indicate mistakes made in previous lives. All numbers are seen to be important symbols in numerology, each with its own vibration and applicability to our life. Our own numerology charts may illuminate our futures, interests, and even subconscious challenges. While everyone's charts contain some core numbers, some people additionally have karmic debt numbers. The purpose of karmic debt numbers is related to the hardships and tribulations that appear in our life on a regular basis, and they are there to teach us precious spiritual lessons. In numerology, karma refers to a spiritual cause and effect relationship that might last several incarnations. The belief is that our souls contain both wisdom and responsibilities from former lifetimes, situations, or faults, and that these karmic conditions may be explained to us through the power of numbers. When we recognize and begin to comprehend the karmic debt that we must pay this lifetime, we have the chance to break old patterns and stop repeating the same mistakes, which may bring a greater feeling of freedom and wisdom to our lives. While not every person has a karmic debt number, they are rather common and nothing to be concerned about. Here's the lowdown on karmic debt numbers and how to use them for personal growth. There are 4 karmic debt numbers in numerology, and those are 13, 14, 16, and 19. Each of these 4 karmic debt numbers holds a significant meaning and indicates a specific set of difficulties that a person would need to work through in this lifetime. A karmic debt of 13 is about prior moral abuse for money gain, or, in other words, any abuses related with professional life. This karmic debt indicates that you will need to work harder and acquire more lessons in order to attain professional success. When it comes to personal ambitions, people with this number may face recurring roadblocks, but they can frequently overcome this by rejecting shortcuts and putting in a more grounded and systematic effort. Karmic debt number 13 represents the reality that practically everything you accomplished in prior lives was due to the efforts of others, and you can claim very little credit for that. The number is now requesting that you accept full responsibility for your activities in this lifetime and devote your attention to parts of life that are not tied to pleasure. Pleasure was a big part of your previous lives, and you were probably hooked to getting it in different ways. If this is still true for you, it is an indication that you need to change this behavior right now. Your attachment to pleasure is accompanied with a natural lack of self-control. In all likelihood, you were constantly eager to satisfy your body and mind's primal desires, and you exhibited very little self-control in previous lifetimes. This debt number is requesting that you stop this behavior and concentrate on strengthening your self-control. It's a priceless tool that assists people in pursuing their genuine passions in life. You will be able to pay off part of your karmic debt if you strengthen your self-control. My tip: make sure to exercise regularly, eat well, and make sure you're getting enough sleep. Everything increases your focus, cognitive function, and overall wellness. The karmic debt number 14 denotes a previous life's misuse of freedom. With this karmic debt, it's critical to cultivate the beneficial attributes of being a free spirit while keeping boundary and constraints so you don't completely deviate. Because a karmic debt of 14 is associated with escapism, maintaining moderation and self-control is essential in order to overcome a karmic debt of 14. You may be concerned that you may have to rely on relatives or a spouse to survive. Maybe you're afraid of your excessive escapism. You're indulging too much, and you're afraid it'll injure or change you for the worse. You must confront your problems and find creative solutions. Find a work that you can remain with. Indulge in something safer, such as a pastime or a TV show you can't stop watching. There's always a way around anything you're frightened of. It's impossible to think clearly when you're flooded with fear or anxiety. The first thing to do is take time out so you can physically calm down. Distract yourself from the worry for 15 minutes by walking around the block, making a cup of tea or having a bath. Breathing is also a very powerful tool. Place the palm of your hand on your stomach and breathe slowly and deeply. The goal is to help the mind get used to coping with panic, which takes the fear of fear away. Finally, give yourself a treat. When you've made that call you've been dreading, for example, reinforce your success by treating yourself to a massage, a country walk, a meal out, a book, a DVD, or whatever little gift makes you happy. When it comes to love, the karmic debt number 16 refers to previous life misdeeds. This might emerge as a cycle of having your heart shattered or breaking the hearts of others. Addressing unhealthy relationship habits and committing to honesty and fidelity are critical. You could spend an inordinate amount of time alone. It may be tough for you to form significant relationships. People think you're unapproachable. You can come across as self-centered. It might be tough to connect emotionally with people, or you may discover that you are sabotaging your relationships. Ask yourself, what was happening? What did you feel at the time? What were you afraid of? How likely is it that the outcome you feared would happen? Asking yourself these questions will assist you in seeing a pattern in your behavior and beginning to investigate your vulnerability. Knowing what causes these actions might help us prepare for the inevitable confrontations that will emerge. A karmic debt of 19 is associated with the abuse of power in a previous incarnation. People with this karmic debt must acquire lessons about independence and how to sustain themselves amid life's challenges. With this number present, it is critical to avoid ego-based conduct or stubbornness. Every karmic number has its own unique obstacles that will need to be overcome. Until those with the karmic debt number 19 learn to acknowledge, act upon, understand, and master their lessons, they will more than likely continue to act on the more destructive tendencies, repeating the lessons in lifetime after lifetime. Try to see things from the other person's perspective. Sometimes making a change is preferable to continuing to do the same thing. You must now realize when persistence has become destructive and quit doing what is no longer working for you, even though your initial plan was wonderful and had a lot of potential in the beginning. Perhaps you're preoccupied with being correct all the time to compensate for something. Is it possible that you don't feel like you're experiencing life to the fullest? What does it take to create a life full of exciting possibilities and thrilling adventures? Most of us aspire for such a life, but we are trapped, unable to attain the objectives we set for ourselves at the start of each year. Begin with yourself. Stop searching for external fixes to sort out your life. Deep down, you know this isn't working. And that's because until you look within and unleash your personal power, you'll never find the satisfaction and fulfillment you're searching for. So, if you want to improve your connection with yourself, realize your limitless potential, and put passion at the center of all you do, start now. Be open to receive, and I hope to see you in my future. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.